All right, let's go through some more sessions. So off camera, I created a new section, the 6 POA that you see on here. I actually did that from my phone. I would have done it from my iPad, but the phone wasn't on my screen. But it just kind of, or sorry, the photo wasn't on my iPad. It was on my phone itself. And what I did is just created a session from my phone, saved it, and saved you the time of actually looking at me placing all these different shots. Um, but that's kind of where the power of CloudKit comes in here. If you do it on the phone, it's going to show up on your iPad and vice versa. So it's actually really cool. But that being said, we're going to use that for a new session type that we're going to take a peek at, being ladder test. Um, Ladder test. You can do this manually if you want to. You can set all the different green types that you want for each one. Maybe they don't go in sequential orders. I don't know why they wouldn't. For the most part, you would probably just want to use auto and say mine happened to be by 0.1. So, and you can see from the photo preview up top 9.2, 9.3, 9.4. So I'm just going to leave it at 0.1 for right now. But we're going to change the session type to ladder test. So go ahead and hit done here. So what it does is it knows all the points of aim that you had. So again, let's look at these. You got blue, green, purple, orange, cyan, and some red color. I don't even know what color that is. But we have 6 points of aim with 6 shots laid down. This ladder test results section already knows about all that. It knows your group size for each individual one. But we can actually look at our comparisons if we want to. We can compare all these and look at all the different data that's on there. Like say you care about your mean radius. It will give you all that right then and there for you. You don't have to do anything extra. What you can do is come in here when there's a ladder test. You can actually add velocity data to each bowl. So let's just do this for funsies on one real quick. Sorry, that was a really bad. Let's get something a little bit faster. 2753, 2742. And I'm just obviously making these up. 2780. Shot 5, 2756. And it's already given us a little preview down here of what's going on. We know the standard deviation is going to be 12.8 with 38 feet per second. And what we're going to go do is just hit done here. And you can add those for all the bullseyes as you want. And you can obviously edit those. But what that will do is that will actually take your ladder test results and start breaking them down by bullseyes as well. So this will just continue to fill out with the more and more that you actually add in there. So that's actually really cool because this really is a ladder test. I need to know which one performed better. Obviously, I only added one set of data, so let's just add 2 just for comparison's sakes. 2780. We'll make this one way different. 2720. 20. Let's say we got a really bad one. 2650. 2753. God, I hope I'm not entering in the same data points. 81. So anyways, go ahead and hit done here. And you'll see now our ladder test results. Now we have some more data here coming in. So we have our average velocity, standard deviation, all that kind of fun stuff. It's telling us which one's doing better. Bullseye 2. Let's just kind of compare this real quick. Go up here, review bulls. So bull 2 is actually the green one here. You can see it's a much tighter shot group, so it's picking up on that. Go back out here. So the group size 0.611, which is much better than the first one. But I gave it all sorts of different velocities on bull 2, and you can see that it likes everything much nicer on the first bull. So obviously, the more shot data feet per second that you add in here, you'll get all the different values there. And so then you can just find which one is actually doing the best. You can also see that shows up in the comparison card over here as well. It'll take your average velocity and add it in there as well. So a pretty cool little feature. Again, if you wanted to use aggregate, you could. Don't know why you would for a ladder test, but it is there. Yeah, I think that's about it for velocity data and ladder tests.